Hi, I'm Jake.
And I am Tim.
And today, we're going to revisit the Kingstone Bible, Volume 1.
You guys love these things.
I know. These are slowly but surely becoming our most popular videos, and for very good reason. So Volume 1 is going to start in Genesis. And for a little recap, special thanks to Kingstone for sending us these Bibles. They are graphic Bibles, so it's going to be very similar to a comic book. However, these are, volumes. They're books.
And among comic books, these are parallel to Marvel, DC. Yeah, and these things are on par with any kind of comic art you can possibly see.
Yeah, because they literally used Marvel and DC comic illustrators to
Did I do that on purpose? We'll never know.
Okay, so here's what's going to happen. Pastor Tim has spent some time going through these, and he's actually annotated a few places that we specifically want to visit. So I'm going to go all the way to that.
Right, because we've already tore into Volume 1 pretty good, but there's a couple of little things we want to make sure that you see.
Okay, so here we have what I assume is King Saul. So we are in 1 Samuel.
Yes.
Now, these are not verse by verse. These are comic books. There are illustrations in here that are the artist interpretation. And if you read the front of the book, it says they take some imaginative liberties to manufacture.
Really, watch all three of these videos because it'll fill in all the details. It'll take you about an hour for all three of them, but it is well worth.
Right.
Yeah.
And so if you get hung up on the word Bible, this is not something that you're going to be able to, verse by verse read. But what they pour into this is just so phenomenal that, I'm comfortable calling it the Kingstone Bible.
Yes.
It includes just about everything.
It's the story of the Bible.
In chronological order.
Right, and with some added dialogue in some places where the dialogue's a bit lean.
Right, so when you hit Volume 3, when you're dealing with the four Gospels, Matthew, Mark, Luke, John, you're not going to see, a ton of specific, hey, this is in Matthew, this happened in Luke, because they cover a lot of the same stuff.
Right.
The same thing is going to be in Samuel, Kings, and Chronicles.
Right, they're going to kind of intersperse them throughout each other.
Okay, so we've established that this is King Saul. So he is sitting in his tent doing something that looks like pondering.
Yeah, he's probably freaking out because the giant guy.
Right, the giant guy is around here somewhere.
And there's little puny David saying, hey, let me have a crack at this dude.
Yeah, David with his harp, and then David with a
sword. Why David has his harp? What's going on with Saul?
Oh, could there be something that could be troubling him?
Like an evil spirit from the Lord.
Who knows? I don't see any evil spirit interpreted here, but we got David wearing a sword and a shield.
I believe that would have come after that, but we're having fun with it.
Right. So this is him being an armor bearer. So now we have what appears to be, I don't know if these are the Israelites or the Philistines.
They're they're army people.
Yeah, we could see encampments around here.
Right.
And then we see the enemies of the Israelites brought a secret weapon. This is a normal sized dude, and that behind him is obviously Goliath.
Yeah, he's the size of Goliath's shield.
Yeah, that dude's 9 foot tall.
As a matter of fact, the dude in front of him, that's the dude that holds his shield.
Yeah, that's Goliath's armor bearer.
Yeah,
the dude that looks like he can.
And then there's the whoa.
Okay, now that is detailed. So one thing you're going to realize is when you're looking at the Kingstone Bible.
Trying to get some light issues here.
If I move it like that.
There we go. Yeah.
Okay, so in the Kingstone Bible, one thing you'll notice is the artists have gone above and beyond to make sure that, you could see chiseled muscles. You can see, where his beard has shadow on the bottom of his neck.
Yeah.
They really go into detail.
And of course, this gives you an idea of how much taller Goliath was than these guys.
Right.
I think that might be a tad exaggerated, but nonetheless, it tells the story because Goliath was about 9 foot tall. If these guys were like 5 or 6 feet tall, he's not going to be towering over them like that. But
but they're in the background, so
and it's just giving you an example of how intimidating this guy is. That's the beauty of comics, is that you can interpret.
So here we have David I don't know if he's bringing food to his brothers, and then they're, making fun of him.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
Cheese and milk, I think, or something like that.
Yeah, so he's talking with him. Somebody's chiding him, being like, "You came to see the battle."
David brought the ingredients for pizza, cheese and bread, and,
Sounds delicious right about now. Okay, David's going before the king and probably saying, "Hey, look, there's a bear.
I killed a bear.
Bear, lion, whatever that is." That's pretty scary looking.
Yeah.
Some more conversations. He's holding what appears to be a sword and a belt. But
Goliath's like, "Here, take my armor." And David's like, "Nope, I'll take these 5 rocks right here, and I'll get the job done."
Right. 1 rock for Goliath. And
then there's the 4 brothers.
4 brothers.
Just in case some other folks showed up, he's like, "I got this."
All right, so David, with his chiseled muscles, is there preparing to go before
Probably
Goliath.
a teenager at this time.
Okay, now here's where it starts to get pretty sweet. So David's up there, the giant's mocking him. David's pointing out, "Hey, you know what?
Am I a dog that you come to me with sticks?"
Oh yeah, no, I come to you in the name of the Lord." He's got his sling ready.
And he bonks him in the head.
He's twirling it. Oh no, that's sweet.
Yeah, check that out.
And look at his spear.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're not gonna survive a thrust from that, no matter where that goes.
it's a good thing God was with him.
All right, now this is where it starts getting
Look
cool.
at the pebble. Look at this, like a doink. Look at that.
Oh wow, that's way tinier than you know how tiny that is, but big enough to send Goliath straight to the ground. There he is right there.
It doesn't say 5 boulders. It says 5 stones.
A hole into his head. Okay, now here's where the perspective starts to get cool. Look, he's reaching in and grabbing Goliath's sword. That is
And he's like,
massive.
"Whoa, yeah."
And then, boom. Look at that perspective.
Yeah.
Look at how much larger that head is compared to David.
Yep. And there's no dripping blood. So keeping it as PG-13 as possible, I guess.
Yeah. So there is the story of Goliath.
And then, of course, now the Philistines are afraid,
Yeah,
and
really.
the people of Israel all get brave all of a sudden.
That boy killed our giant or a secret weapon with a tiny rock, and now he's taunting them,
Yeah. Yeah.
holding the head. And that is pretty much the story, because from there, David goes off, kills his 10,000s. Saul kills his thousands.
And then the jealousy starts, and he starts trying to kill David, which is stupid because the giant couldn't do it. What would make Saul think he could do it?
Yeah, and I mean, David was there to play the harp and make him feel better about himself, so why bother?
Right.
Either way, that particular story in 1 Samuel was done very well in this book. Made it very interesting, and it's just, phenomenal artwork. We already know that the story is good. And,
Right.
I mean, you go through and see, just the way that it looks, done very, very well. So this was a quick clip of what you're going to see in the Kingstone Bible. This was out of Volume 1. Now, again, you're going to want to watch all of our videos that we've done on this series because we go over some of the other stories in depth. Because this thing's going to go... let's see, it looks like Moses at the Red Sea.
That is a cool image. Yeah, that's basically just like an end, some end bonus art.
Yeah.
At the end there.
Oh, Abraham and Isaac?
Yeah,
Gee.
Wow.
Wait a second. Okay, so angels ascending and descending.
Yeah, look at that. So this is beautiful.
Wait. Somebody's grabbing his 2 wives. Who was that? Was that Isaac, or was it his son who did that? I don't know. I can't remember.
Yeah, that would definitely... Jacob was the one that did the 2 wives.
Yeah. Rachel and Leah.
Yep.
Okay. Was it the Tower?
Tower of Babel.
Oh, that's Adam and Eve. So this is some sort of
interspersed
recap.
story. Yeah.
Okay, so that's just like some end pages.
Right.
I've not even seen those yet.
Yeah, well, there's another set of end pages that I have marked in the second Old Testament that I thought was pretty cool, too.
Okay, so here's something. We're dealing with Psalm 23
Right, so
here.
whenever there's a prophecy, it seems that they
Obviously going back to
reference
Jesus.
the New Testament to show how the prophecy is fulfilled.
Oh, gambling right at the feet of the cross.
So this is actually the Psalms, but it's showing New Testament images to show
Yeah.
you where it happened in the New Testament.
So there's 2 Samuel.
There is more in this stuff than we can possibly review.
Oh, yeah, we can make a 3-hour video and cover a lot of stuff in here, but...
As a matter of fact, we're 10 minutes in and we're only a third of the way there now, just to give you an idea.
Long story short, go pick yourself up a copy of these things. They're phenomenal.
$49.99 for all 3 of these bad boys.
Yeah, and just like a regular Bible, they're infinitely interesting.
Yes.
You go through it once, you go through it twice. This is the type of thing that you're going to want to go through multiple times. Good for kids, good for teenagers. They make phenomenal gifts. I mean, if someone were to give me a set, I would appreciate that. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and always remember, life is so much sweeter when you start your day with a heaping helping of PT&J.
See you later. Hey, and by the way, like our page. That helps us out a lot. It gets this information out because, look, what we're trying to do is get Bible publishers seen and visible, and you can't beat it. So later. This is what I look like. Bye.